killing sibling in Ebonyi. NECO authenticates final batch results. Good morning and welcome to the news. I am Jonah Oji. President Muhammadu Buhari has condemned attacks that resulted in the death of 14 persons in Plateau State. Buhari, in a statement signed by his senior spokesman, assured that terrorism, banditry, kidnapping and associated crimes will be defeated. It was reported earlier that over 10 people were killed by unknown gunmen on Sunday around Kwatas village in Boko's local government area of Plateau State. The president reiterated that revenge, hatred and violent attacks should have no place in a multi-ethnic, multicultural and multi-religious society. He called on community and religious leaders to counsel the youth on the need for peaceful coexistence. President Muhammadu Buhari has ordered the deployment of air fighter aircraft to support the efforts of troops and policemen combating the activities of bandits, kidnappers and cattle rustlers terrorizing remote communities around Gogogona Forest in Niger State. The deployment, the presidency disclosed, will take off this week as the Harmattan dust gradually eases off in the sky to provide effective air attacks against the activities of the criminals. A statement by presidential spokesman Malam Garba Shehu, Buhari described repeated attacks which have claimed several lives in the communities as a disaster for the nation. The federal government has said the speculated plan by the U.S. to add Nigeria to its existing list of visa travel ban countries is ill-conceived. Reports emerged last week indicating that President Donald Trump's administration has plans to add 7 countries across the board to their travel ban list. Reacting, the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, said, although the report is speculative, but if it turns out to be true, the government will respond. He stated this on Monday in London. The minister is in London to officially engage with international media and other think tanks. An Ebonyi State Magistrate's Court sitting in Abakaliki has remanded 2 brothers, Matthew Wokora and Amos Wokora, in a correctional facility for allegedly killing their sibling, Chukwuebuka Wokora, believed to be mentally challenged. The deceased, it was gathered, had on several occasions boasted that he would kill the first accused person, Matthew, before he was allegedly murdered. It was also alleged that Chukwuebuka on January 14, 2020 met Matthew on a bush path and inflicted machete cuts on his head. The accused persons allegedly chained Chukwuebuka to a tree and on getting there the following morning to give him food, he was seen dead. It was further learned that the brothers committed the offense at the Noyo Amiki Ukwo community in the Ukwo local government area of the state on January 15, 2020. Three herdsmen said to have been terrorizing Enugu State and environs have been arrested by the Enugu State Police Command at their various hideouts in Ebonyi State. The suspects include Adamu Mohammed from Taraba State, Musa Ibrahim from Katsina State, and Dauda Al-Haji from Nasarawa State. The gang was responsible for the kidnap of a Catholic priest, Reverend Father Cyprian Ugwani, the parish priest of St. Paul's Catholic Church, Obosu Unoloba in Uzo Owani local government area of Enugu State. The kidnapped kingpins were also responsible for the kidnap of PDP union leader in Ibo-Ekiti local government area, her son and her driver along Enugu Ugogo Opi Usuka Road on the 21st of December 2019. They were also culpable in the kidnap of Mr. Ejike Ugwani on the 14th of January 2020 at Obulafo and John Okoli, his mother, and two sisters. Imo State Chairman of the Action Alliance Party, Anthony Uchendo, has declared the death of candidate for Okibe North Senatorial run as a political undertone. Uchendo, while reacting to the incident, pointed out that despite the possibility of the allegation of accidental discharge, human beings can never be fully trusted. The winner of Njaba State constituency, Uju Awodiwe, described the death as very shocking. According to her, Emenike was a very good man, loved by the people. The late Emenike was in the residence of the winner of the Federal House of Representatives, Honorable Mariam Onoha, to celebrate her victory when the incident occurred. The governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, has narrated how he narrowly escaped death after suspected herdsmen shot at him in his farm. The governor said he was shot while in his farm located along Makurdi-Naka Road in Makurdi, Benue State capital. Otom, who spoke to journalists in Makurdi on Monday, reiterated his call for arrest and prosecution of the leadership of Mieti Allah for allegedly instigating violence against farmers in the state. Otom further explained that it took the intervention of men of Operation Well Stroke, who responded timely and rescued him before the herdsmen ran away. The governor expressed concerns that herdsmen were allowed to carry sophisticated weapons more than security agencies. He said that herdsmen are not coming for grazing but for interiors, adding that Nigeria is no longer in the 50s or 60s when cows were grazing for free. A four-story building near St. Albert's Catholic Church, Odume Layout, Obosi, in the Benue North local government area of Anambra State, has been gutted by fire. An eyewitness stated that the fire could have been caused by some combustible materials in a shop in the area. The woman whose office was close to the scene of the incident said the men of the fire service came to the scene immediately and put off the fire, but the fire started again when they left. The Controller General of Customs, Colonel Hamid Ali, retired on Monday, said Nigeria's borders remain shut due to yet to be concluded border security strategies between Nigeria and neighboring communities. Ali stated this at an event held at the Customs headquarters in Abuja to celebrate the 2020 International Customs Day. The event, which is celebrated annually by all customs community across the world, had as its theme, Customs Fostering Sustainability for People, Prosperity, and the Planet. The National Examinations Council, NECO, has officially confirmed the certificates Senator Ifeanyi submitted to INEC as original and authentic. This follows a widespread certificate forgery allegation leveled against Senator Ifeanyi by Obinna Ozo. In a letter, NECO addressed the Human Rights Writers Association, OBA, and YPP. The examination body released the result details and cleared the air. In a letter responding to the request, NECO confirmed that Ifeanyi took a total of 8 subjects, had credit in 7 and failed 1. NECO further explained that the practice among examination bodies is that the failed subjects are not recorded in the certificate, although they remain in the examination body's database. Addressing newsmen, Oba said he did not get any fair hearing from the court, which gave a judgment in favor of Ozo. He said he was never served or given any opportunity to defend himself. Still to come on the news, Long Reach Abazon holds Megacious Action Business Summit. U.S. military jet crashes in Afghanistan. Igalo keeps mute over Manchester United speculation. Details after the break. Stay tuned.
Our esteemed viewer, thanks for your patronage of our programs and services, for which we say thank you. We remind you that at all times, you have the right to quality broadcasting. It belongs to you as well as the right to lodge complaints on broadcast materials or conduct of any broadcast station. MCLtv is open and receptive to your commendations, complaints and criticisms, as such comments strengthen and make us serve you better. Feel free at all times to address your reactions to National Broadcasting Commission, Inguzuma Office, Current Drive, Independence Layout, Ingo. You can email us at ndcinguzo@yahoo.com or Marvin Communications Limited, number 9B Obibo Avenue, Aba. MCLtv, the world in your home.
Alright, I'll get back to you. Welcome.
We are here for the results.
Wow, the lab results.
Yes.
Okay. Where is this man? She has malaria.
Malaria?
Yes.
What do you think should be prescribed for?
We prescribe Casimir tablet.
Casimir tablet?
Yes, Casimir tablet.
Casimir tablets get at meter and lumefantrine for inside. Casimir tablets now Maxim Laboratories Private Limited for India. They make them, but na Grace-based pharmacy and store limited. And then they distribute Casimir tablets for here. Casimir tablets get NAFDAC approval for take fight malaria, comot your family.
Casimir tablets, na correct anti-malaria.
Casimir tablets, it dey stop every malaria.
Mommy, mosquito is biting me.
But I asked you to use top rank insecticide. Top rank insecticide kills mosquitoes, cockroach, flies, and every other crawling and flying insects faster anywhere around you. NAFDAC approves top rank insecticide for its effectiveness. Use top rank insecticide and enjoy a peaceful night rest. Available in all shops and supermarkets near you in 600ml can and 300ml can. Top rank insecticide is marketed nationwide by C Success Multi Services Limited. Telephone 0813-111-2348 or 090-960-22577. Top rank insecticide. What's worth doing is worth doing well.
You're welcome back. Long Reach International has held its Megacious Action 2020 Business Summit to transform the lives of our residents. The event took place on Sunday, 26th January 2020 at number 7 Factory Road, Aba. MCLtv covered the colorful ceremony. The report.
The event, which started with an opening prayer, saw the presence of individuals from different walks of life. Leaders from Diamond 3 to 7 graced the ceremony. The recognition of the Megacious Papa, Professor Innocent Ojatono, witnessed high excitement. He outlined the profile of Long Reach International. The Megacious Mom, Ambassador Chomzi Ojatono, gave the address while highlighting the benefits of Long Reach.
Long Reach International is a company that came from China. And this company has its trademark in more than 178 countries of the world. The man behind the ground, the CEO of Long Reach International, is a man known as Suzuki. And this company was established quite long time ago. In 1978, after the communist revolution, whatever you are you a trader, are you a practitioner, you will have needed a language. Because life is all about making impacts. Whether you're in the medical field, whether you're a trader, even if you're a butcher, you will have something to do with language. Language is a family. Language is a home of financial freedom and vibrant good health.
The participants and guests beamed with smiles as some of them expressed their joy over the moment. They also encourage and advise the public to make efforts to join the organization. Of the event is a drama display, gift presentation, and the vote of thanks which rounded off the events. Eating the one for MCL News.
And now sports. The 2019 African Cup of Nations top scorer Odion Igalo remains calm despite transfer rumors over the weekend linking him to Manchester United in the English Premier League. After their 2-0 defeat to Burnley at Old Trafford last week, Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer indicated that the club's 6 points behind fourth place Chelsea after successive defeats are in need of quality signings, with Paul Pogba as well as Rashford currently sidelined. Igalo and Algerian Islam Slimani, who is currently with Leicester City but on loan at Monaco, were two of a number of players Manchester United reportedly have looked at as they try to bring in a striker on loan following the long-term injury to Marcus Rashford. And to end the news this morning, let's take a look at the major stories. President Muhammadu Buhari has ordered the deployment of air fighter aircraft to support the efforts of troops and policemen combating the activities of bandits, kidnappers, and cattle rustlers terrorizing remote communities around Dogongona Forest in Niger State. An Ebonyi State Magistrate Court sitting in Abakaliki has reminded two brothers, Matthew Wokora and Amos Wokora, in a correctional facility for allegedly killing their sibling, Chukwuebuka Wokora, believed to be mentally challenged. The 2019 African Cup of Nations top scorer, Odion Igalo, remains calm despite transfer rumors over the weekend linking him to Manchester United in the English Premier League. That was the news. And thanks for watching. I am Jonah Oje. Have a good morning.